Butler obviously a physical team, a team that has a style similar to yours. Is it tough preparing for a team that you know you're going to have to go in and body up with them?
I don't know. I mean, I see Butler's, they're really good every year because they play the game the right way. They run their program the right way. They have great continuity in the way they do things. They understand why they're successful, and they stick with it. I think from their administration on down, and it's just. But on the floor, they play the game the right way. They do all the things that are hard for young kids to do that go into winning. They're willing to do them. They're not going to win every game, but they're really hard to beat. Obviously, they're going to be a tough out at home, especially. But they got some talent. I think I'm more. I always say I'm more concerned with their talent. Shrabitz is a great college basketball player because he does everything well, not just score, which he can really score. He's a tough matchup. Concerned about him. But they've got 8 guys that I think are all really good players. And they don't do dumb things. So the guys that should dribble, the guys that should pass, and the guys that should shoot. I mean, they give themselves every chance to win by playing really hard and really smart. I'm sure their coach would tell you they got to get better just like us, but that's because they try to never make a play that's not a smart play. And they play really hard, really physical. In a clean way, but that's just why they're always successful.
They take care of the ball too, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, they just they play smart basketball. They really play smart basketball. That's why they always, if you have to beat Butler, they very rarely are you going to see them beat themselves. I'd say they got upset last night because of scheduling. They played a really good team. Indiana State, first of all, was really good. We scrimmaged them. They lost Iowa State by 2. They lost to Stanford by 2. They went out and won at Utah State. To give Butler credit for scheduling Indiana State on the road. It's obviously a tough game. You found out when Indiana went and played at IPFW. Those games, in-state rivalries, go play on the road you're setting yourself up for a possible disaster. And that's what happened. Indiana State had a guy go 6 for 9 from the field, or from the 3-point line, and he got fouled on 2 other threes. So it just puts a lot of pressure on your team. It forces them to make less mistakes. It's a teaching moment. It's only going to make their team better. In my mind, this is our 3rd road game already. Rhode Island was a road game. Anybody who was at the game will tell you it was a road game. It was 45 minutes from their campus. We had 30 people there, and they had 6,000. So, then we played at Iowa State. So, I think it's just it forces your team to get a little bit better. And the dynamics of college basketball, some people don't have to do it. Other people choose to do it. We all do it a little differently. But for certain teams, Butler, Cincinnati, Xavier across town, it's hard for us to all get people to play us. So we all end up playing each other. So, so before you ask me about their game last night, it doesn't diminish how good they are and how tough it's going to be to win Saturday.
What do you, with a kind of a week, not off, but between games, what have you guys been working?
I recruit for a couple days, and the players study. I think people forget, at times, there's no such thing as off during the season for us. The guys are students. Finals week is tough because the guys got so many things going on mentally. When you come to practice, it's hard to get their mind back to because their mind's fried a little bit. From whether it's assignments, studying, test, it's tough to practice a lot during finals week. And we got some very good students on this team that take it seriously. So I think that's something I've noticed this week already. So hopefully we get everything done by today. Our last few days of preparation, the guys will be able to concentrate on Butler. But It's, you know, we all face the same challenges on finals week.